In this video, we're going to go a little bit deeper still in healing the third party situation, because another cause that can manifest a third party situation is a fear of loss of love or a belief that love can be taken away. Now, of course, this cannot be true because love isn't a finite commodity that can be moved around. Love just is. Everything in the universe is love. The entire universe is made of love. You are of love. You can't lose love because you can't lose yourself. You can't lose your twin flame because you can't lose yourself. If there's a belief that it could be the case, and that's the thing that wants realigning. It doesn't matter what your twin flame is doing or not doing, or what they're saying, or if they're walking away or whatever, because your love doesn't come from them. It doesn't come from over there. It doesn't come from outside of you. It comes from source, and the source of all love is within you. Even when you're receiving love from your twin flame, it's the same love. It's still coming from source through them. So you've got to give yourself this love directly from source until you get to that tipping point when the divine is able to bring you love through your twin flame. A third party situation can reveal where you've been abandoning yourself, because your twin flame can only mirror. So if you're experiencing abandonment from them, you have to be doing it to yourself somewhere, or you have to be carrying the energy of abandonment, or still suffering from an abandonment wound within. And your twin flame is pointing that out to you with their behaviour, so you can do something about it, so you can go in and heal that upset with the mirror exercise, to show up for yourself and make a new choice, never to leave yourself again, never to abandon yourself again. Because once you've healed through that, you actually come to the point where you realise that you never did leave yourself, because you can't leave yourself any more than you can be taken away from yourself, or that love can be taken away from you. It's all nonsensical. When your twin flame triggers the abandonment wound or something along those lines, whatever the upsets are that they bring to the surface, you wouldn't have known that they were there if they were very deeply buried, if they were numbed out, if your twin flame hadn't pointed them out to you, sometimes very candidly indeed. And these are the upsets, the bad feelings that keep you from your desire and keep union away. And if your twin flame hadn't triggered these places, these bad feelings, these upsets, they would have stayed where they were, and you wouldn't have healed through them, and union would not have been able to come in. So when they trigger you, they're triggering you so that you can be together, and they're doing whatever is necessary to get you to move forward into your union. So they trigger you so you can be together, and they're loving you unconditionally throughout because of this. And they're only mirroring you, so it tells you about your own choices. The situation shows you what you're genuinely choosing. You might not believe that you're choosing separation on the surface, and you may not be on the surface, but there might be some deeper subconscious choices, maybe choices from other lifetimes of separation that are still like programs in the consciousness that are still running. And you may have had some very good reasons to have chosen separation like several lifetimes ago. Don't beat yourself up for having made any choices of separation. That's not going to help you. But making a new choice in that place will. If you completely released all focus from the third party and directed it to your own healing, your healing and your union will happen much, much quicker, because you're putting your energy where you're going to get results. So naturally you want to put as much energy as you can into your healing and into yourself and your own well-being. And the more energy you direct towards yourself and your healing, the less power you're giving to the illusion of the third party. So that makes it weaken and dissolve as well. Your reaction to the situation will show you how you're feeling about yourself. If you're feeling impoverished in terms of love and depleted, and it feels like you're losing even more, It's a sign that you really need to bring love to yourself in this place, because only you can do this. Your twin flame can't do it for you. They can point to these places, hey, you need love here, 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 here. They can't love you back there, or you can't experience being loved back there by them until you've loved yourself in all these places all the way through. If you trusted the divine fully, you'd feel completely differently about the third party dynamic. You wouldn't see it as a threat, you wouldn't see it as a thorn in your side or the bane of your life or anything like that. You would just know that it's just one more chapter in what your coming together story looks like. And even if it doesn't seem to be making sense or you don't understand it, you can trust that God knows what he's doing. And you can trust that even if you can't see the full picture, God does. And is bringing your union to you in the way that is perfect for you. So there's no need to worry, no need to fret. As long as you're choosing union, that's what you will have. There may be a part of you that still believes that you need to compete for love. And you don't, because nobody else can have your good. Even if it looks like the third party's got your good and that's why you can't have it, that's not actually true. Because the third party has their own good. They have their own twin flame. That's got nothing to do with your good and your twin flame. So you can't be happy with somebody else's person, and nobody else can be happy with your person. And nobody wants your twin flame but you, in divine truth. They might want what your twin flame has, or they might like what they do, but nobody wants them for who they are inside, except you, and vice versa. Because you're created for each other and nobody else was created for your person or for you. Choosing yourself first will cause your twin flame to do the same, because if you're not choosing separation, then neither will your twin flame. They'll mirror all the good stuff that you're doing as well as all the unpleasant stuff. Choosing yourself will make your twin flame choose themselves and choose you as well. Have you claimed yourself in this place? Claim yourself completely. The twin flame will claim you. The third party situation is breaking through this illusion of separation by forcing you to really come into the realization that love is real and it's for you. And the promise of dreams is that they come through. And the divine didn't place these divine desires in your heart in order to frustrate you or thwart you or tell you you couldn't have it. You have these desires because they're meant to be realized. And your good is yours, and you deserve your good, and you're worthy of your good, and your twin flame's a pretty big part of your good. That's the divine truth. You're being asked to bring the truth to this place. Your belief in the third party's power actually gives it power, because it has no power other than the power that you give to it, same with any illusion. So the less you focus over there, the less energy you're sending over there, the more energy you have to focus on your healing and yourself and actually move forward. And that's what brings results. If you have an upset about the third party, say it feels like they've got your good and you can't have it, maybe that's what you're experiencing, then you have to do a mirror exercise, because nobody and nothing is keeping your union away but yourself. Even if it looks different, even if situations manifest that fit around this belief, this is what keeps union away. So you can realign that within. Your twin flame doesn't need to do anything for you to have union. Just shift, make the shift on the inside, and union comes in naturally. The outer obstacles naturally will melt away. And of course, the situation was never about them. It was always about your journey back to wholeness. The more you realize that you're whole and complete in yourself and you don't need somebody else to complete you, and that union is already yours because you've chosen it, the more you come into the realization that your union was always there. It doesn't come from anywhere and it doesn't go anywhere. It just exists within. That's what allows union to come in. Every person who's come into union and harmonious union has said the same thing. It was always there. It was just a question of realizing it. It's like third party or no, that is the divine truth. That is the only truth that God recognizes. So bring the truth to yourself and you'll find you come home to yourself and your twin flame comes home to you. If you'd like some more information about third-party dynamics and how to heal them, I've got multiple playlists, but I've just created one especially for healing the third-party dynamic, and it's just here, so I hope it helps. Bye-bye.